درود دوستان عزیز، برگشتیم با ویدیوی دیگه و قراره که لایو پچ 4.2 گنشین رو ببینیم و امیدوارم که یه چیز نابی ببینیم که هایپمون کنه واسه پچ بعدی، که من قرار نیست کاراکتر بگیرم، اما خب جان مادرت حداقل آرکان کوستش نابی باشه. من هیچی ندیدم، به بقیه هم گفتم هیچی بهم نگین.
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad.
Nah.
No, it's not. It's so hard to predict how people react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
Shush.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro Archon to be punished by the death sentence.
مرگ
You and I
هایدرو
both
گفت.
know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
نه
What's done is done.
این بچه
To me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
دیزاینش خوبه، سورد شمشیره.
Show begins. Shower me with praise.
این چه سه؟
Let my name echo in song.
چه سمی؟ شارلوت خیلی حقه، عکس میگیره ازت، دمیج میخوری.
Breaking news.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same.
یه لحظه
There's something ominous about it. The water.
تیلور سویفت از دست دادیم بچه.
The prophecy. Yes.
Taylor
What has been
Swift.
prophesized will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world
Sam.
the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
خیلی دارین چرت و پرت پشت سر هم میگیم.
Why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
رفت رو صحنه.
This isn't right.
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
Lord will now
This
begin.
trial is... I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
What the f... مولد تبدیل به باس شد. تارتاگلیا.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
این کی بود؟ اسکرک؟ اسکرک بود
I
اسکرک بود
suppose this would also
اسکرک
be
بود
the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a
It's just sad
magnificent
with my
and
leader.
dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these
این صدای
500
هایدرو
years.
آرکان قبلیه میدونم که این صدای هایدرو آرکان قبلی بود ولی داشت این چه انی بود نه یعنی این چه چیز جالبی بود خب اینم کده که ما کاری باش نداریم ما اینو زدیم قبلا چون که لایو استریم بوده و
Hey
خب
travelers! Welcome to the Genshin
Lumin?
Impact version 4.2 special program.
صداگذار لومین اومده
I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by
دوست
two
داریم.
guests to bring you the latest news
دوست
for the
داریم.
upcoming
صداش خیلی
version.
خوبه
Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine.
Okay.
And as the story
دیدیمت.
continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what
Let's
happens
show all the
next.
stuff.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Nervalette, the dragon sovereign of water and Udex of Fontaine.
Okay.
I'm sure many of you already consider Nervalette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more
Nah.
of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for
من
sure.
بهت اعتماد ندارم
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2.
Okay.
In the intro,
چی
Farina said
قراره
we need to
ببینیم؟
make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know,
Cheval.
she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
هیچ نقشه‌ای در
Okay,
کار
the
نیست
itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
اوکی چی قراره بهمون بدی؟
Looks like Ray called it. Wow.
Yeah.
To
There
the
is nothing more
opera
important to
Pickles
Farina than
and
attending
watch the
trials
trial.
at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
نه
Ooh, interesting.
I know.
که
I know.
آرکان
I keep
کشته
looking
ولی
at the water.
طراحی
I know,
و
like, what's happening?
Yeah, so
طراحی
looks
و
like there's some spotlights and like it's like a
نوبیلت
curtain.
اینجوری
Seems like, you know, maybe also Nouvelette is keeping an eye on things from
Yeah.
behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff, and always just a little bit
همیشه حواسش هست همه چی.
fair.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll
Act
team up with
Banjo.
Fontanian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will
چرا نوشته
gradually unveil
Ivy؟
new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know. I
Ooh,
know.
swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis
پیشگویی
we've
قراره
faced in
به
our journey
حقیقت
to
رو پیوند
that.
داده
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Nervalette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the maid
فرانسوی
either.
گفت یا ایتالیایی
Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she
اوه حواسم
sincerely
نبود
wants to save
آرلکینا هم
Fontaine
هست
from the
آرلکینا رو
prophecy.
میبینیم
There's only
برگام
so much that we can say.
دوباره
Travelers will have to
میبینیمش
go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes,
Story
exactly.
quest چی قراره
So be
بهمون
sure to
بدی
play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the
Epic
Archon
chapter.
quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting, right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Yeah. Oh, you mean child? Yeah.
بچه
we searched all over the
تارتاگلیا.
fortress for him. Yup. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
پس هنوز زندانیه بچه.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again. Okay, good.
Okay.
باید دوباره
But we
میبینیمش
really
یه
need to talk
تریلر
about Farina.
دیدیمش.
She's confronted with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
میرینه
Well,
برات قشنگ.
just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed. No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith. Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
One of a kind Archon. ما
Why
قبلا
are you just
ونتیو
standing there
داشتیم.
with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words.
نه.
Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
دیگه بچه
Oh
دیگه
my
به
gosh,
لیستمون
I love
اضافه.
her outfit. Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat. Oh,
You
it's
know,
amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh,
هایدرارکان واقعی یه گوشه هستی کیه؟
Okay, you know what?
جمع
It
کن.
seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean? Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
اوکی گیم پلیشو ببینیم.
being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
آهنگش خیلی خوب. دددن، ددن، 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 ددن. این خیلی خوب بود. این خیلی خوب. این خیلی خوب. این از چیه بچه بازیه؟ این چه سمی بود. البته قبلا تو لیکا دیده
Whoa, that
بودم.
is so cool.
نباید
Oh
میدیدم.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. I like the way she kind of like bows. Very dramatic.
نه
Yes.
همینو داره
It's
میگه.
like all of her moves are part of a performance.
لومین
Totally. Also, look at
Max.
her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
همون حرفای منو داره
Wait,
میزنه.
so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Me too.
ولی خیلی
Oh my
چرت و پرته.
gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants.
Okay.
I would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And
Tea
those
party.
creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name. Oh my
Cool.
gosh, yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that
کلمات
last one is...
من همون انگلیسی به زور میفهمم.
Oh,
تو داری
okay. So when Farina said
فرانسوی
to
حرف
make an
میزنی برای
appointment
من.
with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to? Yes. Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
اسم ایناشو درش
Oh my
میگم.
gosh,
اسم این
that's
حیواناشو
adorable.
داشت میگم.
Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything. Yes, you got it. Yay! So, Farina is a hydro sword user.
Okay.
شمشیر هایدرو اوکی.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat.
اوسیا هم هست
When in this
اوکی.
state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Surintendant Chevalmeron, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
ستا رو میاره
It's so
تو.
cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Ooh.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
نوما و اوسیا رو با هم داره.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca
بازم
alignment
قرار
has an
نیست
effect
بیش
on
بزنم.
other skills as well.
Yes, sure does.
قرار نیست بیش
Farina's
بزنم.
elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
تو کوپ هم
Wow,
پس
it
کار
seems like this
میکنه.
fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
الان توضیح
Totally.
میدم.
I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah.
اوکی.
And
اسکرین که تو
that'll
آب
make it even
میگیریم
easier to uncover the secrets
کمترش
lurking in
میکنه.
the depths.
Always the secret.
پر شدنش رو کمتر.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is
Nah.
so cool.
نه.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between Arca
Oh
alignments.
yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're
Thank
correct. It does change. But, you know, such as the time.
کجا فهمیدی
I
اینو؟
suppose.
لباسش
Yes,
عوض میشه.
so if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest,
Oh,
the
story
Animula
quest هم داره.
Karaji
Okay.
chapter.
Ah, amazing.
که البته فاقد
Okay,
اهمیت.
so
اکت یک
next up
استوری
we have
کوست
another old friend to
آرکانا
introduce.
فاقد
She's
اهمیت.
now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Adorable.
So
بازم قرار نیست
cute.
بیش بزنم.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Tibet.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to
خبرنگاره.
uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
اوکی بذار من اینو
That's
توضیح
right.
بدم.
During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Ridesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents, the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontainians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute. He even has his own little hat and tie.
I know.
اسم
Charlotte actually
دوربینه رو
commissioned
دارن
both of
میگن
those items from
مختار.
Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verité's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verité.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
گیمپلی شارلوت رو ببینیم. خب فیرونیا هرچی HP تیم بیشتر باشه دمیجش بیشتر میشه، باف میکنه تیمو و رو آبم راه میره. زد رو دست کوکومی، ولی من همچنان رو کوکومی بیش میزنم. شارلوت هم خیلی خوبه، دوستش داریم. تو بازی داره باش بدرفتاری میشه.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and then, like, what a lively character. Her combat moves,
میتونست
like I
حدس
was saying,
بزنه
she's moving around.
یه
They're super
خبرنگار
dynamic. It seems like
گیمپلیش
she's
عکس
always
گرفتن
on the
باشه. چی
move.
میتونست
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verité, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes. Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon.
Same.
The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verité, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all, there is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First-Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yup.
That is super rad.
بدون
And,
اینکه
you know,
سویچ
I
کنی
have a
روی
feeling
دوربین
some
میتونی عکس
super cool
بگیری.
pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
مغز.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be
Bonjour.
featured in version 4.2 event wishes.
شاید
In the
بس
first
واسه
half
شما
of version
نه
4.2, we'll have
چرت و
event
پرت
wishes
بابا.
showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate
فاز دو
boost.
فاز دو
Huge
فاز دو
boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters,
اوکی شمشیر
will be
فیرونا
featured in the weapon
چیه
event banner.
چیه
Huge sword.
And in the second half of
Sino,
version 4.2,
Ayato?
we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay,
سلاح
let's
ساینو
take a
رو
look at
میخوام
what other
اما
information we can learn
نمیتونم
from Farina's
بزنم.
itinerary. It looks like
فشار.
she's investigating something.
آیا تو هم
Ooh.
سلاحش رو
Oh,
دارم
there's even a
خودشون
report
هم دارم
attached.
اصلا
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths
Bosso,
of Fontaine's
bosso.
waters. Dun dun dun.
Oh, it's here already?
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh.
Well, it looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I remember this
قشنگه.
well.
Wait, yeah,
Designers
isn't
خیلی
this the
زیباست.
whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same
اسپویل
one.
میکنی ولی
After
خب
ravaging its way
درسته.
through the primordial sea, this
ادامه بده.
otherworldly creature has at long last
که انجام
broken
داده.
the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh, it's real big. It feels like it might even burst right through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay, wait, is somebody being eaten?
پدرتو خوردم.
Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword.
این چی بود؟
Oh, these summon creatures also look very familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said.
ابوالآقا چه قراره فشار بخوره تو.
What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem.
Nah.
Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Okay, Primo Jam اومده.
Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Okay, event اصلیه.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her
بالاخره
tea
قرار بریم
parties.
تو اون برج.
Farina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks
Okay,
like
map
Farina
جدید.
is in Arenea's forest on the east side of
کیفیتو.
Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
چه قشنگی.
What a cool place! Although,
چقدر
it
زیباست.
kind of looks like it could be hiding
چه
some
زرد ولی
secrets.
خب زیباست.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
These
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things
اینو
away.
گوشی نمیتونه
And take a look at this. The foggy
نمیتونه پردازش کنه همچه چیزی.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. What about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh,
زیباست.
it looks all withered and
And
spooky.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like
قورباغه میشه
Farina
توش
also
پیدا کرد.
realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of,
Bakterie
there are
düşüyor.
always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats.
زیر آبم و آب
In
بپاشی.
addition, with the help of a special device,
منطقیه.
travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. but we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
Melazines?
ملازینا هم قرار باشه.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
World quest.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region.
حرف
A singular
تمام
tower stands
پلیرها
tall
اینه که
above an
ورلد
island in the middle of
کوستات
the sea.
سکیپ.
Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary, so let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out. Yes, same.
یه سری چیزایی ازش دیدم که چند طبقه است.
4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us. Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters. Yes, I want answers. I also we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
Okay.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Oh, destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater cape, new life form is waking up.
Okay.
It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Toys adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
هزار پریمو جم. هزار پریمو جم مجانی.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
Alright, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map. But Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait! It looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aww.
Farina is pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Alright, the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Ooh, another investigation.
اوکی این قرار وایس داشته باشه. فرمینه
That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh, yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I love that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Aww. Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the Clockwork Penguin will help us
پنگوانه
defeat
قراره
monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain any
توی
treasures that they may be
شکست دادن
guarding.
دشمنان
Of course,
بهمون
the
کمک
Clockwork
کنه.
Penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh,
Okay.
and speaking
دوباره قراره
of fun,
فانگای‌ها رو
guys,
ببینیم.
I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay!
فانگوهد هم قراره
Travelers
دوباره
may notice some
ببینیم.
differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine,
ولی تو
the gameplay
فانتین
has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the
دوباره
opportunity to challenge a
فانگاهی
whole
بزنیم.
host of powerful monsters.
Awesome.
جلو دوشم.
Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. Actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note someone folding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what else Farina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log.
More
I'm
primo
more
gems.
than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting.
دیالوگ ایثر
A
رو گفت.
researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology
Let me
has
have
made
it.
great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given
قرار
on each
چه
day.
غلطی کنیم؟
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right! It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point.
اوه باید بریم
When equipped
دوباره.
with other characters, the zoom
She's
lens won't be
paid,
able to be
okay.
used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture
Jackson.
some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends.
Sweet. It seems like Farina has also learned of the
Card buzz,
existence of a
general
domain
super.
shrouded in
More
mist.
primo gems.
Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right! And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow
Fight
event will return at the
Yes,
end
yes,
of
yes.
version 4.2.
البته
Now
الان
might
که
be the
نیاز
perfect
ندارم
time to
اینو
start
بگیم.
building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share. Yay! I
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today.
Sector.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
اوکی.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aww, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Chavalmaran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay. So first up is the quick challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses. And it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
Okay.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trout's Domain section of the adventure handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool. That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled!
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again!
Double again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Round Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to that have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice! And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great.
Oh, and it seems
like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how could you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera. But for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the Melusines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2, we'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye, Lumi.
Bye. Toodaloo.
آهنگش هم خوبه واقعا. آقا خیلی سمی بود، ولی من تنها چیزی که براش شاید هایپ شدم اون باسی بود که دیدم، چون اصلا هیچ چیزی این پچ جدید برای من نداره به جز پریموجمی که قراره بده که همیشه میده و هیچی نداره به نظرم. حتی ارکان کوستش هم اونقدر به نظر خوب نمی اومد و به نظرم پچ 4.2 اصلا پچ مناسب و خوبی نیست و همین دیگه، چون قرار نیست برای کاراکتری هم پیش بزنم و چند برابر قراره که بازی نکنم. پس خیلی ممنون از این که این ویدیو رو تماشا کردین. نمیدونم چی بگم واقعا، از این حجم سم نمیدونم چی بگم. لایک یادتون نره، کامنت بذارین اگه بازی میکنین گنشین امپکت و بگین که نظرتون راجع به این پچ، این لایو استریم و ریاکشن های من روش چی بود. خیلی ممنون. افتاد شوخوش نه صبح. بدرود.